let's get right into it. Number 10. The endless scroll hole. Imagine picking up your phone to check one notification, and suddenly it's 3 a.m. Your thumb keeps moving, but your brain checked out hours ago. You're not even enjoying what you're seeing anymore, but you just can't stop. Your brain isn't broken. It's falling for one of nature's oldest tricks. Every time you scroll, there's a tiny chance you'll see something amazing. It's like a slot machine for your attention span. Your brain releases a burst of dopamine, saying, maybe the next one will be good. Even when you're bored out of your mind, that tiny possibility keeps you going. Tech companies know exactly how this works. They've designed their apps to remove all the stopping points, those natural moments where you might think, okay, that's enough. It's like removing all the chapter breaks from a book. Your brain never gets that little pause to say, hey, maybe we should do something else. Some people report waking up from these scroll sessions with no memory of the last hour of content. Their thumb just kept moving on autopilot, while their mind wandered off somewhere else. The more bored and unsatisfied you feel, the harder it becomes to stop. Number 9. Your mean brain voice. Imagine having a tiny critic living in your head, following you around all day. This voice loves to pop up at the worst moments. It says things like, you're going to mess this up, or everyone's judging you right now. Scientists found that this voice actually started as a survival tool back in our caveman days. It was supposed to keep us from doing risky things. Back then, being too confident could get you eaten by a tiger. These days, it just stops you from asking someone out or applying for that dream job. This voice often sounds exactly like someone from your past. Maybe that grumpy teacher who said you'd never amount to anything. Your brain recorded their greatest hits and plays them on repeat. Some people have actually given their inner critic a name, like Bob the Dream Crusher or Karen the Confidence Killer. Psychologists say this naming trick actually helps you take power away from that voice. It's harder to take criticism seriously when it's coming from someone named Captain Buzzkill. Your body actually reacts to this voice. Ever felt butterflies in your stomach when your brain starts its criticism session? That's your body joining the party. Remember, just because this voice is normal doesn't mean you have to let it run the show. Number 8. Head full of talk. Imagine walking down the street when suddenly you realize there's a narrator in your head giving a play-by-play of your life. I should get coffee. No, wait. I had too much already, but that smell is amazing. That voice in your head is actually your brain's built-in storyteller. Scientists found that this internal chatter is like having a personal podcast running 24/7. Some people hear it as full sentences. Others get more of a highlight reel of random thoughts. Not everyone has this constant narrator. Some folks think in pictures, feelings, or abstract concepts instead of words. It's like different people's brains are running different operating systems. Your inner voice can actually split into different characters. Ever catch yourself having a full debate team meeting in your head? That's your brain playing all the roles, like a one-person improv show. Sometimes this voice gets super dramatic, turning a simple decision into an epic internal monologue. Evolution gave us this mental narrator for a good reason. It helps us plan ahead, solve problems, and learn from past experiences. Think of it as your brain's way of running simulations before you actually do something, like a mental rehearsal before the big show. Number 7. Cosmic smallness thought. Scientists say there are about 2 trillion galaxies out there. That's more galaxies than there are grains of sand on every beach on Earth. It would take 100,000 years to cross just our own galaxy at the speed of light. That's like trying to walk across your neighborhood, but taking longer than human civilization has existed. Suddenly your brain goes, we're basically living on a tiny blue marble floating in an endless ocean of space. This feeling of being microscopically small can actually be good for you. Think about that work deadline that's stressing you out. Now imagine that deadline from space, floating past countless stars and planets. Suddenly that huge problem looks pretty small. It's like turning mountains into fairy dust with one cosmic perspective shift. Some people feel a weird mix of terror and freedom when they think about this stuff. It's your brain's way of saying your problems aren't actually the end of the world. Feeling small doesn't mean you don't matter. It just means you're part of something way bigger than yourself. And in this massive universe, you're the only you that exists. You're literally one of a kind in a space so big we can't even comprehend it. Number 6. Phantom name call. Ever been alone in your house when suddenly you hear someone call your name? But you're completely alone. Your brain is basically a pattern-finding machine on steroids. It's constantly scanning everything around you, trying to make sense of random noises. Your house is never really quiet. There's the hum of your fridge, the wind outside, maybe your neighbor's TV through the wall. Sometimes these random sounds line up in just the right way, and your brain goes, "That kind of sounds like my name." Your brain pays special attention to your name. It's like having a built-in radar that's always scanning for someone calling you. This was super useful back when we had to watch out for predators or find our tribe members in the wilderness, but nowadays, it mostly just freaks us out when we're home alone. The creepiest part is this tends to happen more when you're alone or in unfamiliar places. Your brain goes into high alert mode, kind of like turning up the volume on potential threats. Scientists call this auditory pareidolia. It's the same reason you might hear voices in white noise or music in running water. Number 5. Word looks weird. Ever stared at a word so long it starts looking like an alien wrote it? Like suddenly banana doesn't look right at all? Or maybe door starts looking like some made-up gibberish from another dimension. Your brain starts questioning if that's really how it's spelled. This isn't you going crazy. It's actually your brain being too smart for its own good. Scientists call this semantic satiation. Your brain is like a keyboard that's being tapped too many times in the same spot. Eventually, it just goes, "Nope, I'm taking a break," and stops processing that word normally. It's like when you say your own name 50 times in a row. By the end, it sounds like gibberish from another dimension. The connection between what the word looks like and what it means gets temporarily scrambled. But don't panic. Everything goes back to normal once you look away for a bit. Your brain just needed a little break from staring at door like it was some alien symbol. Number 4. Did I lock it? You're driving to work when suddenly that thought hits you. Did I lock the front door? Your stomach drops. Your brain starts playing tricks, showing you vivid images of your front door swinging wide open. This isn't your brain malfunctioning. It's an ancient alarm system doing exactly what it evolved to do. Scientists found that this checking behavior is hardwired into our survival instincts. Your brain is treating your front door like a cave entrance that might let in a hungry bear. The more important something is to us, the more our brain plays these tricks. That's why you never worry about whether you zipped up your gym bag, but the front door? That's prime real estate in your worry bank. Your brain is running a background app called "Don't Get Eaten by Bears." And sometimes it gets a little overzealous, so next time that thought hits you, remember, your brain isn't broken. It's just being an overprotective parent who really doesn't want you to get eaten by bears. Number 3. Already seen this. Imagine walking into a room you've never been in before, but suddenly getting hit with this weird feeling that you've totally been there. Your brain is screaming, "I've lived this exact moment before." This bizarre brain hiccup is called déjà vu, and it happens to pretty much everyone. Your brain usually processes stuff in order. See something, store it in short-term memory, then file it away for later. One theory is that sometimes your brain gets its wires crossed. You unconsciously notice something, and then your conscious mind kicks in a split second later. These two streams of information can crash into each other, making it feel like you're experiencing the same thing twice. It doesn't just happen with what you see. You might suddenly feel like you've heard a specific conversation before, or get the creepy feeling that you've experienced an exact emotion in an exact situation before. People who travel a lot or remember their dreams really well tend to experience déjà vu more often. It's like their brains are extra good at playing this weird trick on themselves. Sometimes it just files things in the wrong folder for a second. Number 2. Floating self-peep. Imagine you're sitting at your desk, working away, when suddenly you feel like you're watching yourself from the ceiling. It's like your brain's version of switching to third-person view in a video game. 1 minute you're in first-person mode, seeing everything through your eyes. Then suddenly, you're floating above, watching yourself type away at that keyboard. This strange mental camera switch can happen to anyone. It usually happens when you're super tired, stressed out, or deep in meditation. Your brain has a special region that keeps track of where your body is in space. Sometimes this brain GPS glitches out for a second. When that happens, your consciousness feels like it's taking a quick vacation outside your body. The weird part is that people who experience this can often describe exactly what they were doing from this outside view. Scientists think it might be your brain's way of processing intense moments or giving itself a quick reboot. It's like when your phone starts acting weird and you need to turn it off and on again. Some people first experience this as kids and remember feeling both scared and amazed. But here's the cool part. It's completely normal. Number 1. The phantom earbug. Imagine lying in bed at night when suddenly you feel something crawling in your ear. Your heart starts racing, and you're sure there's a tiny invader making itself at home. But when you check with a flashlight or visit the doctor, there's nothing there. Yet that creepy, crawly feeling just won't go away. Your ears are packed with thousands of tiny nerve endings, like an overcrowded concert venue for sensations. Sometimes these nerves get a bit too excited and start sending false alarms to your brain. It's like getting spam calls, but instead of extended car warranties, it's fake bug alerts. When these nerves get confused, maybe from loud noises or aging, they start sending random messages to your brain. Your brain interprets these signals as, "Oh my God, there's definitely a bug in there." The sensation can feel incredibly real, tickling, crawling, or even buzzing. Your brain is basically the world's most sophisticated special effects department. When it doesn't get clear signals from your ear nerves, it just makes stuff up. While it feels creepy, it's usually completely harmless. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.